What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kramer, and in this video, I'm going to share the one and only metric that I truly care about for my real estate investments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. So as you probably know, real estate has a lot of benefits to it, right? Like we all know that over time, real estate will appreciate. We know that you can make money from renting the property out. We know that you can get tax benefits from it, right? All these different advantages. And there's some investors who will strictly buy properties because they know that it's going to appreciate over time. And then there's some other investors who will buy a property strictly for the cash flow. So I want to tell you where I stand and most importantly, why. So right now, the only thing that I care about is buying properties for cash flow. And most importantly, the metric that's associated with this is known as the cash on cash return, which is a fancy way of saying how much money am I going to receive back per year on the property in profit. So let's just say, for easy number's sake, we invest $30,000 into a property for a down payment. And at the end of a whole year, we profit $3,000 from this property. That will be a 10% cash on cash return. And I got that number by taking $3,000 in profit, dividing it by the $30,000 we put into it, and that equals 10%. Now, 8 to 10% cash on cash return is what's known as a good or average return by most investors. But in my opinion, and for the strategies that I'm using right now with midterm rentals, I think 8 to 10% is a terrible return. What I'm aiming for with my properties is at least a 40% cash on cash return. Meaning if I put $30,000 down for a down payment, I want to, at the very least, the very minimum, earn $12,000. With the properties that I've had, I have one property that earned a 46% cash on cash return the very first year. I have another property that's going to earn a 100% cash on cash return the very first year. And I have another property that'll earn about 80% cash on cash return the very first year. And I have videos talking about them, so I'll leave a link to it up here so you can check out the other video. But the reason why this metric is so important for me, especially right now in my stage of investing, is because it's all about compounding, right? So I want to take the profits of my property and invest it into more properties. That way I'm able to buy more properties using cash flows from my properties. Now, once I get to probably $50,000 per month in profit from my properties, will I then start slowly switching and transitioning my strategy into buying more properties for appreciation? Because don't get me wrong, my properties cash flow a ton for me right now. But let's just say I bought a $1 million property and it increased by 2% per year. Well, in the very first year, that property in just appreciation alone will go up by $20,000. Now, this sample property that I'm just making up here, that might only earn a cash on cash return of 10%, which for me right now doesn't make sense and doesn't fit my strategy. But once I have enough cash flow coming in, I'm going to transition into buying more expensive properties that have better chance of appreciating, which is typically properties in markets where they have rapid population growth and rapid job growth. So my strategy over the next probably 2-ish years is going to be strictly buying properties that cash flow a ton. After that, I'm going to probably switch gears and pivot a little bit and buy more properties that have greater appreciation potential. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about the strategy. Let me know what your strategy is in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.